In the quiet town of Potter's Glen, nestled between rolling green hills and winding country roads, life moved at a gentle, predictable pace. The day began like any other, with the soft glow of sunrise spilling over rooftops and the distant sound of a rooster crowing. The sun shone, birds sang, and old Mr. Tibbles, as he did every morning, tended his beloved petunias, humming a quiet tune as he worked. Suddenly, the air crackled with energy, and above Mr. Tibbles, the sky tore open. A swirling mess of impossible colors appeared, painting the clouds with streaks of violet and gold. Mr. Tibbles dropped his watering can, staring in disbelief as the world he knew shifted in an instant. A cold wind rushed out from the tear, swirling around him, sending shivers down his spine and rustling the petals of his flowers. Across town, Lily and Sam argued over their treehouse roof, completely oblivious to the chaos brewing above their heads. The wind picked up, scattering their tools and sending leaves swirling. It was only then that Lily looked up, eyes wide. "Look!" Sam gasped, his jaw dropping. "What is that?" he whispered, unable to look away. The hole in the sky pulsed, growing larger with every heartbeat, strange shadows swirling within its depths, hinting at things unknown. Sam felt a chill run down his spine, the kind that made his hair stand on end. This was no ordinary tear in the sky. It was as if the universe itself had been split open, revealing secrets never meant to be seen. The world they knew was changing before their eyes, every familiar thing now cast in a strange, otherworldly light. The very fabric of reality itself seemed to unravel, threads of the ordinary world coming loose. The ordinary day was gone, replaced by something extraordinary, something that would change Potter's Glen forever. Potter's Glen would never be the same. For its people, young and old, the adventure had only just begun. Overnight, Potter's Glen was overrun by the impossible. Dinosaurs thundered through the square, a spaceship zipped overhead, and Roman soldiers marched down Main Street. A triceratops munched Mrs. Peabody's roses as a hovercar zoomed past. The townsfolk panicked. Mrs. Miggins fainted at the sight of a woolly mammoth, and Mr. Grimshaw barricaded his shop. The past and future collided, and chaos reigned. Determined to solve the mystery that had puzzled their town for days, Lily and Sam set out for the Timehole, their hearts pounding with excitement and a hint of fear. They knew this journey would be unlike any other adventure they'd had before. Carefully, they packed a trusty magnifying glass, a wildly spinning compass that never seemed to settle, and a notebook for clues. Of course, they didn't forget a basket of jam sandwiches, fuel for brave explorers venturing into the unknown. At the very edge of town, the swirling vortex loomed larger than ever, its colors and shadows twisting and shifting in ways that made the air feel electric. Lily's compass spun wildly in every direction, refusing to point north. "It's like time is broken here," she whispered, her voice barely audible over the hum of the vortex. Sam, ever the keen observer, sketched the timehole and soon noticed a strange pattern. "Look, Lily, it's a jumbled clock face, like time itself is all mixed up." The clues they'd gathered, magnifying glass, compass, and sketches, seemed to point to one thing: a timeline that had been broken and scattered, waiting for someone to piece it back together. Suddenly, a girl tumbled from the timehole, clutching a glowing device. "Help me!" she gasped. "The chronal regulator is broken. If we don't fix it, time will unravel." She introduced herself as Luna, a time weaver. Lily and Sam agreed to help. Everything depended on it. Time was running out for Potter's Glen. Luna explained they needed a rare element, temporalis, to repair the regulator, a mysterious crystal said to hold the power of time itself. Without it, the chronal regulator would never work, and the sky would remain torn, letting chaos spill into their world. Sam recalled reading about temporalis in his grandfather's books, found in ancient meteorites that had fallen to Earth long ago, hidden in secret places and protected by legends. Guided by Luna, they trekked to the old observatory, its dome creaking in the wind. There, they used a special telescope to spot a faint, magical trail of stardust winding across the night sky, pointing the way to their next destination. The stardust led them through tangled woods and over mossy stones to a hidden cave, where, in the cool darkness, they discovered a shimmering shard of temporalis glowing softly in the shadows. With trembling hands, they inserted the crystal into the heart of the chronal regulator. Instantly, the device hummed to life, gears spinning and lights flickering as if waking from a long sleep. With Luna's guidance, they aimed the device at the swirling Timehole above Potter's Glen and activated it, sending a beam of light arcing into the sky. The rip in the sky slowly healed, the swirling chaos fading away. Dinosaurs, spaceships, and soldiers from distant times and places vanished, returning to their own worlds as the sky stitched itself whole once more. Potter's Glen returned to peace, the village square restored and the air filled with a gentle calm that hadn't been felt in days. Luna smiled, her eyes shining with gratitude. "You saved us all," she whispered, her voice echoing with wonder and relief. With a final wave, she stepped back into the glowing flow of time and disappeared, leaving behind only a faint shimmer in the air. The adventure, for now, was over. Mr. Tibbles returned to his petunias, now glancing warily at the sky, half expecting another dinosaur to appear at any moment. Mrs. Miggins animatedly told tales of the mammoth she'd seen outside the library, her stories growing wilder with each retelling. Lily and Sam finished their treehouse, laughter echoing as they hammered the last board in place, the memories of their incredible adventures still fresh in their minds. They had faced the impossible, stood together against the unknown, and saved their town from disaster. In Potter's Glen, even the most ordinary days could hold a spark of magic waiting to be discovered by those brave enough to look. And for Lily and Sam, the world would never feel quite so small again. Every sunrise promised new adventures, and the sky above seemed just a little more full of wonder.